What's up guys, and welcome to my third takeover episode of the Big Boss Arne channel. In this month's episode, I will finally review the long-awaited fairy tale game sequel, Fairy Tail 2. Before I start with my official review of the game, I just want to mention that I am a huge fan of the Fairy Tail series, as this was the show that got me into watching animes in the first place. After clocking over 75 hours in the first game, you can imagine my excitement when the sequel first got announced 6 months ago. Fairy Tail 2 is an action RPG game that covers the final arc of the original Fairy Tail series, and I must say, my expectations were completely blown out of the park. As for my review, I decided to divide it into 2 sections before giving you my final grade out of 10. These sections will include improvements and what I felt was missing from the game. In my opinion, Fairy Tail 2 represents a significant improvement on multiple fronts. If I were to compare the leap in quality from the first game to the second installment, the only gaming series that comes to mind is the Dragon Ball Xenoverse series. The transition from Xenoverse to Xenoverse 2 was monumental, and the upgrade in Fairy Tail 2 is no exception. The first and undoubtedly the most significant improvement is the battle system. Fairy Tail 2 has abandoned the traditional turn-based approach in favor of a more action-packed, real-time system that better captures the essence of the series. With this new battle system, players can seamlessly combine basic and magic attacks to create powerful combos. These attacks contribute to your fairy rank, which is essential for activating extreme magic cards, powerful magical attacks from a variety of supporting characters. Additionally, as battles unfold, players can engage in various link attacks and unison raids, further enhancing their fairy rank. In addition to the new battle system, each character now features a skill tree that allows you to level up your mages and unlock new abilities. These skills can be assigned to 2 skill sheets, ensuring that each character has at least 6 magic attacks available at any given time. Another significant improvement that cannot be overlooked when discussing the game is the enhancement of the maps. The first Fairy Tail game featured 11 separate maps, varying from small to larger areas, each requiring loading times when transitioning to the next section. In contrast, Fairy Tail 2 introduces a vast open-world map that allows players to move freely between areas without interruptions, creating a more immersive and fluid gaming experience. Given the nature of the Alvarez Empire arc, the developers faced a challenge in easing players into the storyline. They essentially had to plunge players into the action right from the start. In the first game, players had the chance to explore the world and tackle easier requests from the board, allowing for a gradual introduction to the story. However, Fairy Tail 2 picks up immediately where the previous game left off, leaving no room for a gradual transition. If the first game hadn't concluded right after the Avatar arc, it would have created an ideal opportunity to ease into the narrative of the second game. Players could have initially focused on regrouping their friends and re-establishing the guild, setting the stage for the climactic confrontation with the main members of the Avatar Guild. This approach would have allowed for a smoother narrative progression, enriching the overall experience. Another aspect that felt lacking in Fairy Tail 2 was the absence of job requests for players. In the previous game, these job requests led to engaging side quests that enriched the experience and immersed players in the world of Fairy Tail. In contrast, Fairy Tail 2 opted for more simplistic side quests that primarily involved randomly collecting certain items scattered throughout the map. One can only hope that the developers will introduce a request board and additional side quests in future DLC to enhance player engagement. Another critical element missing from Fairy Tail 2 was the introduction of new moves and armors for each playable character. While I thoroughly enjoyed the moves ported and improved from the previous game, I would have appreciated the addition of more new skills, particularly armors and transformations that played a vital role in the final arc of the anime. These innovations could have added depth and excitement to the gameplay, keeping the experience fresh and captivating for fans. One final element that feels absent in Fairy Tail 2 is the inclusion of playable characters from the first game. I would have loved the opportunity to play as Jalal, Rogue and Sting, especially considering their significant roles in the final battles. Coincidentally, as I was writing this script, Koei Tecmo announced 3 upcoming DLC characters. I'm excited to share that Jalal, Mavis and Zeref will be playable in 2025. While I'm thrilled to explore these characters, I can't help but feel disappointed that we won't be seeing the likes of Rogue, Sting, Elfman, Lizana, Levi and Kana as well. After completing the game in just 36 hours and spending a further 10 hours exploring and enjoying the combat system to its fullest, I would rate Fairy Tail 2 a solid 8.5 out of 10. This installment makes improvements on multiple fronts, and I would highly recommend it to any Fairy Tail fan, or even to newcomers curious about anime games. Fairy Tail 2 is truly a love letter to all Fairy Tail enthusiasts, hitting all the right notes as you journey through this epic finale. I cannot wait for a future game that covers the 100 Years Quest, or even one that revisits the entire story from the beginning up to the current storyline. That's it for this month's Takeover episode. Don't be shy, let us know in the comments below what your favorite parts of Fairy Tail 2 were. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you would like to stay up to date with anything Fairy Tail and anime related. This is Sir the Editor saying Happy New Year. Until next time, stay lekker.